Hello everyone. In this particular video, I've taken the topic planning. In planning, the topic related to strategy I've taken it. So we'll just see that how the strategy, what is the meaning of strategy, is coming under that. That is what I've discussed, even the SWOT analysis also. So, what is the meaning of strategy? The term strategy means it is actually derived from the Greek word strategos, or means it is general, and it is the art of general also. For example, if you are going to do any particular objective, if you want to achieve any objective in an organization and all, you require a different strategies. If it is required for immediate course of action and all, we require a different strategy for each and every objective, isn't it? So strategy here means it's a course of action through which an organization tries to relate itself with its environment to develop certain advantages which helps in achieving its objectives. So that is actually the meaning of strategy. And here one more thing, when we talk about strategy means that it always focuses on the internal as well as the external environment. Internal means that is relating the different departments are there, like functional departments are there, like production, marketing, finance, HR, and all. We are concentrating on that. External means the environment, the socio-economic and technological environment we are focusing. So the strategy involves, it relates to the firm to its environment, particularly the external environment. Okay, so that is the simple meaning of strategy. Now, here again in this slide, I have mentioned relating to the internal factors as well as the external factors. Now, the main difference between strategy and tactic is that strategy determines what major plans are to be undertaken and allocates resources to them, while tactic means it is means by which previously determined plans are executed. So here in strategy, in the major plans, if anything is there, immediately any actions has to be taken or a new innovation has to be done and all, and it has to be implemented very fastly and soonly. We have to reach the target. We'll be following a strategy. In fact, tactic means that already it's like the in plan we have seen that we are already preparing the predetermined plans. So that plans we are achieving, that is actually the meaning of tactics. Okay, so that is strategy and the tactics. Now, the main importance of strategic management appears here even in planning also. It is actually a very vast area, strategic management. I'm just briefing out in this particular PowerPoint as well as a video. We are just seeing till the SWOT analysis. That is all which is required actually for your study. So that is what I've incorporated over here. So here, looking at the importance of strategies in organization effectiveness, a new branch of management known as strategic management has been developed. So strategic management means it deals with the strategy formulation and implementation. So the main thing that you have to decide is that we are formulating the strategies as well as we are implementing it. Okay, so it is a management process that involves an organization engaging in strategic planning and acting on those plans. So here when you prepare a strategy or prepare a plan, there is a series of steps where in which we have to follow it. Okay, so it is a management process that involves an organizations engaging in strategic planning and then acting on those plans. So we just see that what are the steps that is coming in the strategic planning. Now here, the system approach of management suggests interaction of an organization with its environment on continuous basis. This interaction can be better maintained through formulation of suitable strategies. So here the different strategies we are have to follow it. So careful strategies play significant role in the success of an organization. Example I given Reliance ITC. So if I tell about Reliance ITC and all, we have to just think about the now recently if you just think about the COVID scenario and all, most of these companies have innovated into or entered into new segments of market. Reliance, if you see, already they were an online and all, but as probably when you just observe in the last 3 or 4 months and all, they have even opened for a Reliance Smart, that is through online. Even for when it comes to ITC Limited, also their products are also increasing. HUL, Procter and Gamble, so they have a different strategy because they have to sell or be there in a market over there. Okay, so that is actually in the strategy it is coming. It's very important when a requirement is there, we have to follow different strategies. So what I'm talking relating to strategy and all is purely relating to the standing plans. Okay, it is, these are all coming in under the standing plans, types of plans in planning. In that these are all strategy, vision, mission, policy, everything, it comes under the standing plans. Okay. Now, strategic management is what managers do to develop an organization's strategies. It involves all the basic management functions. So, basic management function means like what's called we are having all the functions we are using it, then only we are going for a strategic management. So, here strategies are the plans for how the organization, ORG means organization, will do whatever it is in business to do. So, how it will complete successfully and how it will attract and satisfy customers in order to achieve its goals. So, they have to decide it. For example, I given an example here. Business model focus on whether customers will value what the company is providing, whether the company can make any money doing that. So here they value for the money, isn't it? Whatever we purchase, if we are the customers, we know that whatever products we go for it, we look for the money also, as well as the money. If it is too costly, we look for the quality. What is the service? Everything we are going to look into that, isn't it? So business model focus on whether customers will value what the company is providing, when the company can make any money doing that. So all these things has to be kept in mind, then only we'll be making up a business model plan also. Okay, so that is also very important when it comes for a strategy. Now, the main importance of strategic management, I given a lot of examples here. See, in 2000, I included even the serials examples also even here. See, in 2000, Star Plus aired Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, that became one of the most popular show on it. See, they will bring different strategies wherever they have to attract the customers. When it comes to the television channels, it is the customers as their viewers. They lose their viewers. What happens? They can't sustain, isn't it? Even the television channels also can't work it out. That's why I just made it over there, the example. Similarly, Rama and KBC IPL shows became quickly popular. It was because they had designed the strategies aiming for success. So they have to, if they have to remind, if they want to satisfy the viewers and all, they have to follow different strategies and they have to incorporate in the organization. Okay, now some business fail and some succeed even though they are subjected to the same environmental conditions. It is because organizations that strategic management do have higher level of performance. So when you are implementing strategic management in an organization, that is very important. You have to follow a lot of steps and you are getting the feedback also, and it will be incorporated in an organization. Okay. Now, another importance of SM is that, or strategic management is that, it is that because of the fact that managers and organizations, all types and sizes, face continually changing situation, they cope with this uncertainty by using the SM process to examine relevant factors and decide what actions to be taken. So finally, SM is important because organization complex and diverse. I given an example of Indian Post. Indian Post means that they are having different strategies because when you look into Indian Post, and most of us, we know that we are not using post office and all because online technology has taken place, isn't it? Taken or technology has taken in case of all these Indian Post and everything and all. We are using email or WhatsApp, social media. We are using it. So no, we are not cared about, but they have to survive, isn't it? So they are also bringing different strategic plans. They analyze what is their strength, what is their weaknesses. They also entered slowly into the technology. They analyzed what the requirements of the customer, so they started doing it. Even the transactions of post office also, now Indian Post, we can do online. They are upgrading it. So that is also another importance of the SM, or another example that I've just given for the strategic management. Okay. Now, what are the processes? There are actually 6 steps when it comes to for the strategic management process or in formulation of a strategies. Okay, so here first one we are having, first one we are having is relating to identifying the organization's current mission, goals, and the strategies. Doing an external analysis, doing an internal analysis, formulating strategies, implementing strategies, and evaluating the results. So these are the basic things that we have to just, what are the steps that is coming in the management process. So that's one is relating to identify the organization current mission, goals, and objectives. So when it comes to the identifying organization mission, vision, and all, we know that all the organization they are having an objective, vision, mission, everything. So according to that vision, mission only, we are attaining the objective of an organization. So here also I given an objective of mission that I taken from Infosys. The Infosys to achieve our objectives to an environment of fairness, honesty, and courtesy towards a client, employees, vendor, society at a large. So that is a mission. So when that is a mission, then the organization should work towards, and the plan also should be made in such a manner they are able to achieve the target over there. Okay. Now, next is second step is doing an external analysis. When it comes for external analysis, this is the competitors. That is a major person who plays an active role over there. So external analysis means consists of analyzing opportunities and threats to the organization. It is related to the environment of the organization. Okay, so one of the tools managers use to assess the business environment is forecast. So we all forecast, isn't it? So when it comes to external analysis, we have to portray that maybe the environment is going to be like that and all. We have to decide it. That is actually known as forecasting or futuristic. So forecast can be made about all critical elements in the organization that are likely to affect the organization or a manager's area of responsibility. So example I given is in increase in the interest rate on home loans affect the sale of houses, isn't it? So here we know that the interest rate, it actually plays a very important role, everything. And so we are just forecasting it. I've just taken an example. So we are all forecasting. So forecasting is actually required when you make a plan, isn't it? So we are analyzing the complete external factors, then we are making it over there. Okay, so that's a second. So this is a picture of SWOT analysis. We are identifying the strength, we should know the weakness, what is opportunities and threats. So if you know about your strength as well as your opportunities, you can overcome the weakness and the threats very much clearly in an organization. So we have to identify it very clearly. So SWOT means it is strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. Even individuals also can do it, the strength, weakness, opportunities as well as the threats. Now the next one is environmental uncertainty. When it comes to the environmental uncertainty, forecasting environmental uncertainty accurately is difficult. For example, in IT industry, new technological elements are introduced regularly. That we are seeing it, isn't it? So technological upgradation will take place. So forecasting, it does not take place in all the cases. So a key issue for managers and their planning entities is that the greater the environmental uncertainty, the more flexible their plans need to. So they'll see when a plan is being made, what they do is that they make a plan A, plan B, plan C. So whichever is depending when an organization is getting changed according to technology, which is more apt, they'll be going for that. Okay, so that is actually that flexibility is coming over there. Now the contingency plans that identify key factors that could affect the desired results and specify what actions will be taken if key results change. So contingency plan, because it may or may not happen, that is actually the contingency plan. So it depends, when it happens we have to implement that particular plan. So that is also another particular factor. Now, assessing the external environment. External environment means what I told about relating to the competitors outside environment, isn't it? So here, another popular tool for assessing environment is benchmarking. So you need to know what is benchmarking. So benchmarking involves investigating the best practices used by competitors and non-competitors. Managers compare their own practices to the best practices available. Once environment is analyzed, managers need to identify opportunities that organization can exploit and threats that it must counteract or buffer against. So that's very important. So benchmarking also is very, very important over there. So once the environment is analyzed, managers need to identify opportunities that organizations can exploit and threats. That's what I told, that we should know about the relating to our strength, weakness, opportunity. We have to assess it. Opportunities are the positive trends in the external environment. Threats are the negative trends. So we have to just always know about it. Okay. Now, the third step is doing an internal analysis. Internal analysis means we know about the organization, isn't it? So, it provides important information about an organization's specific resources. So, what is the internal analysis? We have to know about our own company, our own organization. Without that, we cannot make a plan. So, an organization resources are its asset, financial, physical, human, and intangible, that is used to develop, manufacture and deliver the products. Organizations' capability are skills and abilities in doing work activities needed in the business. So that is also very important. You need to assess about what are the internal factors that is happening in the organization. Then only we can go for a better plan over there. So it actually create better opportunities as well as the capabilities. Okay. Now, strength and weaknesses. After completing the internal analysis, managers should be able to identify organization's strength and weaknesses. So, each and every organization they should know about it. So, any activity the organization does well or any unique resource, it has our called strengths. So, each and organization they know what is their strength. So, weaknesses are the activities the organization doesn't do well or resources it needs but it doesn't possess. The combined external and internal analysis are called the SWOT analysis. So if anyone asks you what is SWOT analysis, you can write relating to strength, weakness, opportunities and the threats. Along with that, you have to even mention it is a combined external and internal analysis of a organization. That is actually known as the SWOT analysis. Okay. Now, the next fourth step is we are formulating the strategies. Managers should consider the realities of the external environment and their available resources and capabilities and design that will help the organization achieve its goals. So, here we are going to formulate the strategies. There are main kind of strategies, it's corporate, business, and functional. We have seen it in the plans. In the corporate level plans is a business level functional. Functional means the different departments is there, like production, marketing, HR, and finance, where in which different strategies has to be formulated. So once we are analyzing the SWOT analysis, everything and is done, now we are going to formulate the strategies as such. Next one is we are implementing it. Once the formulation is being done, we are going to implement the strategy because we have to achieve the objective of an organization, isn't it? So once strategies are formulated, they must be implemented and we are evaluating the results also. So the last step is what I told, we are evaluating the results. The final step in strategic management process is evaluating the results. How effective have the strategies been at helping other organization at school? What adjustments are necessary? All these things is clearly mentioned in this evaluation. And once evaluation is being done, we will be even taking the feedback also. So it's like a cycle. Got it? So it goes back and we know that what has to be done in the next time. So these are the 6 steps that is actually coming in the strategic management. So again, I put a picture of SWOT analysis in order to understand what comes in the strength, what comes in the weakness, what comes for our opportunity as well as the threat.